class. This class is about compound interest for class 8 in continuation to the previous class. Now in the previous class we have discussed about simple interest. So in this class we will be discussing about compound interest. What is compound interest? Or what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? Simple interest in the last class we have already discussed. What is simple interest? Means the principal value is constant or the principal remains same in simple interest. But in compound interest, principal keeps on changing. That is the one and only basic difference between simple interest and compound interest. Means principal is not constant, or you can say keeps changing. Now I will take one example. Let us say that we submitted some money to the bank, that was rupees 100, and let us say that rate was 10% and time was 2 years. So what will happen, or what we will find? Suppose you have to find out the amount and compound interest. We have to find amount and compound interest at the end of 2 years. So in order to find the amount, what we know that amount is always equal to principal plus interest. It means we need to find the interest. Interest can be simple interest or compound interest. But since in this we are talking about compound interest, so we will find the compound interest. Means what will be the final value of A? A will be principal plus compound interest. Now the challenge is to find this compound interest. We will find the compound interest with the help of the formula that we have learned in chapter simple interest or under the topic simple interest. We know that simple interest is, what is the formula of simple interest? P into R into T upon 100. Now we will calculate simple interest, or what I'll tell you the concept. What happens? Let's take the same example over here. Suppose the principal is 100 rupees, rate is 10% and time is 2 years. So when we calculate the interest after 1 year, so I'm writing I1. I1 stands for interest for the first year. That will be PRT. T will be 1 because interest for first year. First year means 1 year. PRT upon 100. So 0 cancelled. We got 10 rupees as interest. So amount after first year, we know amount is principal plus interest. Amount is initially principal was 100 and interest after 1 year is 10. So it becomes 110 rupees. Now this amount at the end of the first year will work as the principal for second year. That is the main concept. Amount at the end of 1 year acts as the principal for the next year. So in this case we will calculate interest for the second year, because we have to calculate for 2 years. Interest for second year will be PRT upon 100, but here the value of P is how much? 110. P2 we can say. Why? Because 110 was the amount after the 1 year, but this becomes principal for the second year. So principal for second year is 110 into rate is how much? Again 10%, and time left is how much? 1 year. Because total we have to calculate of 2 years. We have calculated the interest for 1 year. Now for second year it means 1 more year is left. So upon 100. So this and this cancelled. You got rupees 11. Now the interest is rupees 11. You can see the difference. For the first year the interest was 10, but now the interest is rupees 11. It means amount after the second year, means after the second year will be principal for the second year plus interest for the second year. Principal for the second year was 110 and amount interest after 2 years is 11, so it becomes rupees 121. Now you can easily make out the difference in compound interest and simple interest. This we have calculated as compound interest. If I calculate simple interest on the same data or on the same given things, it will be what? Simply P into R into T upon 100. P was rupees 100, rate was 10%, time was 2 years upon 100. 0 0 cancelled, it became 20 rupees. So interest is rupees 20 and amount will be 100 plus 20, that is 120. You can see the difference here. The person is earning 1 rupees more. This is what banks do. Bank give the interest at simple interest, but they charge at compound interest. So you can see the difference of 121 and 120. They are earning 1 rupees. This 1 rupees, this seems to be very small value because we have taken very small values, 10, 100 rupees and so. But in if bank, so many customers are there, so this money, the difference that is coming 1 over here, it becomes in thousands of hundreds, means it becomes up to crores, and that is what their profit, and that is used in various things by bank, by giving the salaries for maintenance of the bank, by giving loan to the different government organization, to different factories, and so many things are it. Now I think this is clear. So what I meant with all this, I just wanted to develop a concept so that you can understand the difference of simple interest and compound interest. So basic difference is that in simple interest principal remains constant, whereas in the compound interest principal keeps on changing. As you have seen, in first case the principal was 100, in second case the principal became 110, but in simple interest the principal is 100 for whole 2 years. Now we move on to the exercise. There are I think there is exercise 9b. So we will move on to, there are 1 2 3 4 5 questions are there. So I will be doing first, third and 5, right? So I will leave 2 questions for you to do in the practice notebook. Rest whichever we are doing here in the on the board, you will solve them in your fair notebook. Now I think I am clear about this because so many of you are asking where to write what. So all the questions that we will be doing in all the chapters, whatever questions we are doing here on the board, that are supposed to be in your fair notebook, and rest whatever is left will be in your practice notebook. Now we move on to first question. First question is find amount. Find amount and compound interest, and you have to find compound interest as well. When they say principal is rupees 4,000 or on 4,000 rupees at 12%, means rate is 12% given. Rate percent is 12% and time is 2 years. Time is 2 years, compounded annually. The word is given compounded annually. Wherever you find in the question compounded annually, compounded yearly, compounded quarterly, it means it is a question of compound interest. You have to use this method, or you have to find the compound interest. Now let's see how to solve. P, that is the principal. Principal is that amount. Now in this case it is the first, means before the first year. So I am taking principal for first year as P1. P1 is given rupees 4,000. Rate is given to you 12%, and time we will calculate for first, we will calculate interest for first year. So I am taking T1 as 1 year. Total 2 years are given, but we will calculate compound interest with the help of the formula of simple interest. So we will break it into different years. It is 2 years, so we have to do it twice. So for this 2, I have broken into 1 plus 1. First we are calculating for this 1 year. Now we know that simple interest is P, that is 4000, rate is 12 into time 1 upon 100, 0, 0, 0, 0, 12 fours are 48, it becomes rupees 480. This is your interest after 1 year. Interest after 1 year. So what will be the amount after first year? Amount will be principal for the first year plus interest for the first year, because we know the formula is amount is equal to principal plus interest. Now time, because it is time bound, so amount after 1 year is principal for 1 year plus interest after 1 year. That is rupees 4,000 plus 480, it becomes rupees 4,480. This is amount after 1 year. Just now we have discussed that whatever is the amount, it becomes principal for the next year. It means this can be considered as principal for second year. Now we will calculate interest for second year. Interest for second year will be what? Principal for second year into rate for second year into time for second year upon 100. Now principal for the second year is 4480 into rate. How much is the rate? 12%. And time. Now we will calculate for this 1 year. Time is 1 upon 100. 0, 0 cancelled, and 12 8s are 6, 9. 12 4s are 48. 376 upon 10. Continue. It becomes 448 into 12 is 5376 upon 10. It means this can be written as rupees 537.60, because there is division by 10, so one decimal will come over here. 0.6 means 60 paise, or this is the interest for second year. So what will be the amount after 2 years? Amount will be principal for second year plus interest for second year. What is the principal for second year? 4480, and interest is 537.60. So it will become 0 and 7 is 7, 8 and 3 11 is 1, 5 and 5 10, 0, 5017.60. This is the amount at the end of 2 years. We have to also, this we have already calculated. Now we have to find out the compound interest, or simple interest. So compound interest is amount minus principal. Amount means final amount and principal means the initial principal. So amount is rupees 5017.60 minus principal was rupees 4,000. So when you subtract, you will get 1017.60, and that is the compound interest. Now I have taken the third question. In the third question they say, to renovate his ice cream parlor, Pratham took a loan of rupees 80,000. So principal is 80,000 because he is getting that money from the bank at the rate of 5% for 3 years. Find the compound interest that he paid. If the interest is calculated compoundly and on annual basis or yearly basis. So again what we will do, we will find the interest of first year, add it to the principal of the first year, it will become amount for the first year. That amount will become principal for the second year, again the same process, then we will get amount for the principal for the third year, again the same process. Means we have to use this formula of simple interest in this 3 times because it is given 3 years. So 3 years will be broken into 1 plus 1 plus 1. So in first case, I am taking P1 as principal for the first year. So I1 means interest for the first year will be P, that is 80,000 into R5, time will be 1. This 1 will be broken into 1 plus 1 plus 1. So I am talking about this first upon 100. So 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, 8 5s are 40 and 1 2. 1 2 means 4,000 rupees the interest. So amount after the first year will be 80,000 plus interest 4,000, because we know that amount is principal plus interest. Principal I'm writing P1 small and I1 means interest after 1 year and principal for the 1 year. So 80,000 and 4,000 will be rupees 84,000. This is the amount after the first year and it will act as principal for the second year. So I am writing P2. Now I will calculate interest for the second year. That will be P2 into R into T upon 100. Now P2 will be this 84,000 into 5 is rate, time is again 1 upon 100, 0 0 cancelled, 5 4s are 20, 5 8s are 40 and 2 42. 4200 is the interest. So amount after second year will be P2 plus I2. P2 is the interest for the second plus I2 is the interest after second year. I am writing I2 over here and here I am writing as I1. Now this becomes, what is the principal? 84,000. So 84,000 plus 4200. So it will be 200, 4 and 4 8 and 8 rupees 88,200 is the amount after second year, and that will be again considered as principal for the third year. Now we will talk about this last third year. So again I3. I3 stands for interest for third year. That is again P3 into R into T upon 100. That becomes 88200. R is 5, T is 1 upon 100, 0 0 cancelled, 5 2s are 10, 1 carry 41, 4 carry 44. This is the interest after third year. So what will be the total amount? Now total amount will be interest, total amount will be principal for the third year plus interest for the third year. Principal for the third year and interest after third year. So when we add them, this will be 0 and 0 is 0, 1, 6, 12, 9. Rupees 92,610. We have to calculate compound interest. We know compound interest or simple interest is amount minus principal. Final amount. Final amount was 92,610 minus principal. Initial principal was 80,000. So the interest is rupees 12610. Okay, 12610 is the final value of this. I hope this is understood. In question number 5, what it is? Find the difference between simple interest and compound interest for 7,300, rate 6% and time is 2 years. Means always remember, when the data, principal, rate and time are same for both simple interest and compound interest, then always compound interest will be more than simple interest. So in this case, what we will be doing, we will be solving simple interest, we will be solving compound interest, and then we will find out the difference. So let's find simple interest first. We know that simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. That will be 7300 is P, rate is 6, time is 2 upon 100, 0 cancelled, 6 2s are 12, so 73 into 12. So 12 3s are 36, 3 carry, 12 7s are 84 and 87. 876 is the simple interest. We got the value in one go. Now we have to calculate the compound interest. In compound interest, we will be doing the same process but twice because it is for 2 years. Now for compound interest, what I am doing, I am taking P as P1 because P will act as the principal for the first year. So I am writing P1. P1 is rupees 7300. R will be 6% as it is and time will be 1 year. So SI, I am computing simple interest. Simple interest, 1 means simple interest for the first year. So 7300 into 6 into 1 upon 100, 0 cancel, 6 is 18, 6 7s are 42 and 140. 438 rupees. 38 rupees. So amount after 1 year will be principal for the first year plus interest for the first year. That makes 7300 plus 438, that is 38 and 4 and 3 7 and 7. Means this is the amount after first year and this will automatically become principal for the second year. So we will calculate the simple interest for second year, in which we will calculate we will take this principal 7738 as principal for the second year. Rate will be same, time will be 1 upon 100. It means 7738 into 6 is the rate of interest, into 1 is time, upon 100. So when we multiply 6 8s are 48, 4 carry is 3 6 are 18, 22, 2 and 2 42 and 2 44, 4 44 and 4 48 upon 100. When it is upon 100, it will become rupees 484 point. This is the interest after second year. So amount after second year will be amount for the principal for the second year plus interest for the second year. Principal for the second year was rupees 7738 plus rupees 484.28. So 8 and 4 12, 8 1 9, 10 11 12, 4 1 5 and 7 12 and 7 1 8, 822.28. This is the total amount. So what will be the compound interest? Compound interest we know is amount minus principal. Amount stands for final amount, that is 8222.28 minus principal was 7300. So 2 minus 0 is 2, 2 minus 0 is 2 and 12 minus 7 is 2 minus 0 is 2, 2 minus 0 is 2. Now 12 minus 3 is 9.28. So this is the compound interest and this is the simple interest. So which one is greater? You can easily make out that compound interest is greater than simple interest, which I have told you just now before. So difference will be what? Difference will be compound interest minus simple interest. Compound interest is 922 rupees and 28 paise minus 876 rupees. So this can be written as 0.00. So 28 minus 00 is 0.28 only. Now let's talk about 6, this 2. So 12 minus 6 is 6, this becomes 11. 11 minus 7 is 4 and this becomes 8. 8 minus 8 is 0, so nothing is left. So the difference is rupees 46 and 28. There is a small calculation error. This will be 464. 464. So this will become 464.28. So here also it will be 464.28. So when you add 464 and 7738, it will be 82 and 02. It means here it will be 02 minus 7300. So 2 minus 0 is 0 and 0 minus 0 is 0. Here it will be 0 and the rest will be same. So here also it will be 0 and the answer will be 26. Let me check. 6 and 6, 12. This is 7. So it is all right. Now this was the 5th part. So this finishes your exercise 9b. Now in the next class we will be discussing how the formula of compound interest came and how are we going to utilize that formula. So please go through this. If not understood, please go 2-3 times, then you will understand. This is a very new concept for you all, and this is very much there in class 9th, and it comes in class 9 board exams also. So by the time I am taking leave, so please like, subscribe and share, and in case you have any doubt, you can send me the comment or send me on my WhatsApp number your problems, right? Thank you.